What is good, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is JVO and I am a content creator who focuses mainly around chess. And today I got a nice little treat for you chess and gaming fans, specifically those in the fighting game community. But before we start, let me hit you with this, all right? Chess has been making fun appearances in video games, whether you're going on adventures, maybe slaying monsters, or playing a video game that already has puzzles, right? It's just always that board game that's kind of lurking in the background of video games maybe you haven't even realized. We're gonna go over that as a series. Today is part 1 and I'm super excited to share this with you. Today we're gonna talk about how it made an appearance in Mortal Kombat Deception. Let's get into it. So, do you remember Mortal Kombat Deception? The game that had us pulling off brutal fatalities like this? God, bro, he's dead, bro. He's dead, bro. Oh my God. The game that had us exploring realms and conquest. My God, pulling up to the wrong parts of the streets be like, oh, and how can we forget Puzzle Combat? A fusion of like Tetris and dueling at the same time, where you have to match the blocks in order for you to hit your opponent and vice versa. And it was such a unique game mode with unique character designs, right? It was just like these little it was just like pop marts before they were pop marts, right? And spending hours on Chess Kombat. Why don't we take a little trip back to that game mode? Okay, so what exactly was Chess Kombat? First and foremost, the setup of the characters were inspired by the setup of the chess pieces, and each piece had its role. There was the leader, which is in relation to the king, the champion, who was the king's bodyguard, kind of like the queen. There was the sorcerer, who can cast spells in the middle of the game, which I would get to later on in the video. There was a shifter, in which can mimic the form of the person that they were going to fight. And last but not least, there was the grunt, which was basically the pawns of the game. We have our starting menu, in which you can set a fake trap and then a real trap. Talk about a twist to the game already, right? So if you land on that trap, one of your characters is done for. And just when you thought things couldn't get any more wicked, there was also a spell list included in the game. You could heal, teleport, resurrect, protect, kill, imprison, exchange, and sacrifice. I mean, just take a look at this clip here, right? You can literally select one of your enemy's pieces and have them teleport in front of your territory. Talk about crazy. If you want to take one of your enemy squares, you have to fight one-on-one for it. Literally. It's no capturing. It's no, oh, I decided to exchange. No. You stand on your ground and you got to duke it out. And whoever wins that one-on-one takes complete control of the square. Lady, it's just a square. It's not. Okay, you got it. And you ever wished that a pawn can move backwards? Well, in this game, they can. Check it out. Oh, and I forgot to mention the fact that those two green squares that you see on the screen are energy squares, okay? If you are on them, you get a bonus health, or maybe you lack health and then you can potentially reach full health again. So it's no checkmating per se, but there is still a lot of strategy that can go behind a mini game such as this one, right? Like, again, the traps, you got the healing squares. You can imprison a piece that cannot move for 3 turns, right? So definitely still some sort of strategy technique going on in the game. Of course, I would not compare it literally to the classical game of chess, but it's very much inspired by it. So what's the objective of the game then? So as you can see here, there are 2 characters holding up a shiny orb. Those are the characters you have to get to in order to win the game. And to top it all off, your king is finished off with one of those brutal fatalities that I have shown earlier in the video. And all in all, after all that destruction, it shows you how many pieces you had left, how many matches were won, how many spells were casted, how many traps were triggered, and how many total moves you made within the game. But if you ask me, when it comes to that spell stat, I feel like it's a flex. It's a flex if you used less spells to win the game, because that just means you got the hands. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It just means you got the hands. So I don't know about you, but me, as someone who's a chess fanatic, I really enjoyed this extension of this game. Like, it was such a cool moment, right? It was a cool mashup between the two, and it was just a good time. Like, I just remember spending hours on this game mode, just geeking out over the fact that chess was included in one of my favorite fighting games ever. And do you guys wish that these game modes made a comeback to today's day and age? If you ask me, I feel like it's a big missing element, and it's just something fun to do other than the main course of the game. These side games added a flavor to the game that just simply doesn't exist today. And let me know if any of you guys have played a video game in which chess appeared in any shape or form. This is definitely only part 1 to the series. I'm further extending the series into more video games, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store. If you enjoyed the concept of what this video was, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can see part 2 coming out and more future content. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Have a good one.